I read a story about this dude who he has the little hobby. He has the headphones thing. He goes on the beach or like on a lake or wherever he goes, like and
Oh,
like
that's like his thing. That's his
the
thing that he
metal
does.
detector joint.
Oh, okay, okay, I
Yeah,
got
he
you.
does a
I got
metal
you.
detector thing, right?
Yeah.
And
People
he
still
has
do
this
that.
thing. Yeah, he still do that.
Yeah.
My homeboy does it,
Oh,
right?
okay. That's
So
interesting.
this dude is he's doing this thing. So this is this long lost treasure from that's this is in Pennsylvania, I think it is, right? And so
Okay.
there was some long lost treasure from the Civil War where um the Union was transporting gold to somewhere else,
Mm-hmm.
and uh a Confederate squad, you know, I guess attacked them or something, and either way, the treasure went missing. The Confederates didn't have it. The Union people didn't have it. So this has been missing for a long time, since the Civil War. Since the Civil War, and this guy came across that joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think he examined the site because people that do this is one of their like holy grails, right? They know about it. They know that, oh, there's this missing treasure somewhere in this
Okay.
area, whatever. Nobody's
Okay.
ever found it until now. Well, this
Oh,
happened.
someone found it.
Yeah, he
Okay.
found it. This the
Yeah.
guy, like I said,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's got this thing. He
Yeah.
found it.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So apparently, turns out there's it was 7 tons of like gold and silver
Whoa.
bricks and bullions
Uh huh.
and pieces, just like
Uh huh.
coins and all that kind of stuff. It was
Mm-hmm.
7 tons worth, right? So what he did is he called the FBI, right? Hey, I found this thing. Everybody been searching for it, you
This is not
know.
gonna end well.
And so they were like, okay, they came through, they was
Mm-hmm.
recording everything, and
Mm-hmm.
they because people make claims like this all the time. So
Of
they
course.
might send one guy to investigate, like, okay, is
Mm-hmm.
it this thing that we were looking for? And
Mm-hmm.
so one day the dude, he comes, people come and they watch the site and stuff like that.
The excavating and all that stuff.
They're excavating, they're
Yeah.
researching it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Overnight, one day, the nigga comes up the next day, right?
Mm-hmm.
After some event, right? And everything is gone. Everything is gone, right?
Seven
And
tons, all of it is gone, bruh.
but here's the thing: he don't know how much was there, but we
Yeah,
know
yeah,
how
yeah.
much was missing from the records from back in the day. But
Okay.
and if this is that specific finding,
Mm-hmm.
it should add up to about 7 tons worth of treasure,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the FBI came back to dude and was like, "Man, there was nothing there, bro. We looked, we dug, we looked under there. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
We dug up under there, and
Mm.
it was nothing there, right? And so he's suing because later
Mm-hmm.
on he ended up getting the video. He ended up, but some of it is redacted and stuff, right? Because he's been suing for
Mm-hmm.
years, right? So he's suing to say that, yo, the FBI came overnight and did like an overnight dig,
Yeah.
got all the stuff that they wanted, and like they disappeared the next day, and like they confiscated whatever they found. I know there was stuff down, like it had to be. I think this was the site, and I don't know what evidence he had to know that that was, but it was enough for them to call the FBI, and for the FBI
Yep.
to have spent that much time down there, right? And so he's speculating like, yo, they found some, and he got through court and everything, like he got the video footage and stuff, and he doesn't have the smoking gun of them pulling all the stuff out, but there's
Yeah. He has
enough of the video where it's like, yo, what happened here? What happened here? Why is this piece of footage missing? Why is this thing blurred out right here? And all this kind of stuff,
mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's questionable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's why it's a challenge for me, right? Because I said this before. Y'all motherfuckers better stop paying the government extra fucking taxes when you speeding, right? And you get pulled over and you get that ticket. That the funds is gonna go to the city. That's extra tax. When
Yep.
you park in that spot that you know you ain't supposed to be parking it, you get that
Mm-hmm.
ticket. You go beyond your meter, you pay that ticket. That's in tax. You're getting
Mm-hmm.
taxed, right? I bring up this example to say the government finna take all your shit if you leave it up to them.
Yep.
All right, and they have the power to put us in prison if we escape by
We
the
sound vicious.
IRS,
Yep.
or whatever funds we come across. This dude, right, paid probably like $1 billion tax just did it, unless he would have done some finders keepers losers.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to finders keepers, loser weepers? You know what I'm talking about? Like, bro, if
America
you
don't
know
play by the same rules, bro. The American government don't play by the
they
same
don't play
rules.
by the same rule, bro. You better
They
call
don't.
them after you already done excavated about maybe a good 50, 60 of them bricks.
Yeah, for real.
After you got 50 or 60 of them bricks, then you call
For
them
real.
because there is some laws, because it technically was U.S. property, right? When it was lost, right? So there's these laws about these, like, you know, excavating certain finds, and you come across certain things, you're supposed to leave it. For example, if you come across tribal land, you got to make sure, like, if you're digging, and you're like, oh, hold on, this, I'm gonna need to get permission to continue digging here because I came across some either some
tribal land.
Yeah, like tribal land. If you don't know, if you're digging somewhere like near tribal land, you know, you could come across some like ground that's like, you know, like a burial site or something that could be in for architectural, or it could be like for architectural preservation that you are destroying now, right? So you got to get permission. Maybe they'll come, maybe the government will come get it, or they'll do an arrangement with the tribe, whatever it is, to like come get their stuff, or to move it, or maybe we just like, hey, we can't build here, or we can't dig here, whatever it is, right? But whatever it is you find, and you call Uncle Sam is always going to take the bread.
Yep.
Right? So it's tax season right now. So this is my challenge. It's tax season. I'm about to start all my paperwork for the crib starting tomorrow. And you know, traditionally President's Day, I do it because of that. You know, fine, give me the day off and I'll start with the taxes there. But bro, you better believe I'm finding pay your taxes. Pay all the taxes that you are legally obligated to pay.
Yes.
Every penny after that, you better find a way to reduce that tax burden. Because, bruh, when you talk about you getting a job offer and they say, hey, we're gonna offer you this and that, you better really think about what that after tax amount gonna be. You think you getting paid? You think you getting paid?
You better know your tax bracket for real.
You getting paid?
I was just talking about this the other day, and I was like, yo. Yeah, it sounds good. You look at that salary, like, oh, yeah, I'm getting 150, I'm getting 200. Yeah, all right. Uncle Sam was like, oh, that's what you get?
Oh, that's what you get?
I'm gonna holler at you in January.
enjoy for now, my guy. But now, not even January, because like per check, you see that number, and it's like, oh God.
Yo, I was looking, bro. Oh my God. I was looking at my pay stub the other day. And like, I was so dejected. Like, I just felt powerless, right? And I was looking at it and I was just like, they really took. It's like, okay, it's like this. It's like Uncle Sam knocking on your door, right? He opens the door. Like, hey, you got something in the fridge? I'm hungry. I'm gonna just go get something to eat real quick. And I'm gonna grab something out the fridge real quick and I'm gonna holler at you later. Like, that's how it feels. And you gotta take it.
They like, we allowing you to live here.
Yeah,
allowing
like,
you to live here, so we're gonna just check the fridge real quick,
bruh. Yeah, right. We just, you know, that 3-piece dinner you had. I'm gonna take a third of that. I'm gonna take a third of that, and then I'm gonna walk out here. And yeah,
and then some of these states got state tax,
man.
Too, on top of that,
man.
Bro, this joint,
tell me about it. I'm in Maryland,
bro. These taxes is gonna come for you, and I don't want nobody going to prison for tax evasion, but tax avoidance. Yo, the wealthy do it all the time, and they've been doing it for years. They've been doing it for centuries.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. When the tax system got introduced in Rome, okay, the wealthy were finding ways to deduct their burden on that bit. So you as an individual, y'all better be giving them charitable givings, right? Y'all better keep those receipts for those types of things.
And just to give people some game. That's the wisdom behind tithes and offering in the church. That's giving.
If you can write it off, go for it.
You can write it off, and there's a reason why those, at least responsible churches, it's a reason why they give you a statement at the end, because like you said, you can write that off, and it lowers your tax burden because the reported income is less, right? Because of what you gave. So it's about the name of the game is.
But I don't know. That's kind of like, I mean. What would Jesus do though? Let me ask this question real quick.
Jesus would have been
hold on. I'm gonna ask you like this. Okay. I'm gonna ask you like this.
Okay.
What would Jesus do? Remember them bracelets? We used to have that joint, WW,
Yeah.
was it JD, bro?
Yeah.
Was for y'all too young out there. We used to wear these random ass
yeah.
bracelets.
Yeah. Big,
What would
yeah.
Jesus do? Everybody was just rocking them. I don't know
Sure.
like who made the bread off of that, but that joint
Yeah.
made grip.
Oh yeah.
Because
everybody mama had that on.
everybody had that joint on, right?
Yep.
And so here's the question: what would Jesus do, right?
Mhm.
Because it's like I'm paying my tithe, so yeah, you're supposed to pay your tithe, right? What do you say? Give Caesar what is Caesar's, right?
Yeah.
So pay your taxes, right?
Yep.
But Jesus ain't had no tax write off back then.
Jesus had employees, man.
But what? But Jesus can't. But like at the church, like, hold on now. You talking about pay your tithes in your church because I'm gonna get it back on the back end. You think that's the message that Jesus was saying? Like, don't worry about it, you'll get your money back. No, it's supposed to be a sacrifice, right? It's supposed to be a peace.
I'm just joking.
It's
I'm just joking.
I know.
I'm joking, but like but I mean, Jesus' message would be like, I mean, you're giving because it's coming out of your heart, right? Like this is.
Hey, so here's the challenge. Here's a challenge. If you really mean for that church tithe to go towards the mission, don't deduct it. Don't deduct it. You know what I mean? That's truly giving when you don't expect anything back. Am I right? And the church said, right? Am I right?
But you're not getting anything.
Don't expect anything back.
I guess. You
are you really tithing? Are you really tithing? If you're getting the money back, that's what you need to answer.
But at the same time, in Scripture it says, in all you're getting, get wisdom, get understanding. So there is an expectation to still use wisdom in these systems that are in place. So Jesus would be like, yeah, the tithe is there, but at the same time, I didn't say you could have taken advantage of tax write-offs.
Isn't the sentiment supposed to be about like I'm helping out the community or the church community? You know what I mean? And just like I'm sacrificing. Because isn't that what it is? Sacrificing a tenth?
Yeah. Because really it is.
It ain't a sacrifice if you come back.
It is. It is though, because you're doing it. I mean, however you get paid, whether it's bi-weekly or semi-monthly, whatever. I mean, you are still sacrificing.
Okay, well, put it this way. If you are, then you better give the max. If you're gonna write it all off, you might as well give the max. If you're gonna write it all off and get it back, if you tithing, why do the minimum? Do 10%. But anyways, that's my challenge. Is I'm gonna try to like find.
Technically, people should be giving more anyways. But so I see what you're saying. But,
hey, there's offerings and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's
right.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm looking for all the deductions. So that's my challenge, is to see how much I can get away with legally. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't trying to go on no Wesley Snipes tour of Sing Sing, wherever the heck they put them up in. You know what I mean? For tax evasion, something like that. So pay your taxes. And mind you, I believe in the utility of paying taxes. Like I know as a social construct, we all came together, ancestors came together to way before we even had the United States, came together to form this thing we call government. And to do that, we entrusted this entity, right, to have the power of the purse and power of the capital punishment, right? Where it's like, okay, this entity is going to have this part. They're going to do this judicially, and equally for everybody, according to whatever laws or customs you have at the time. And so that's why you have a government, and in order to fund that government to do stuff, because they're not the ones out there producing stuff and making services and stuff like that, because we need these people to like keep the society intact, the bigger picture kind of thing, fight wars and stuff. So we need to fund that, right? We need to fund it. We can't just not pay any taxes, because as a society, if we want a cohesion of society, we have to fund this entity that like keeps the freaking the wheels greased, right?
Yeah.
But with that said, it ain't gotta come from me. Every dollar that I save from these cats, I'm gonna just call it. You know what? I'm gonna say, hey, it's just gonna be reparations. You ain't gonna pay me reparations, so I'm gonna take it each tax return at a time. I'm gonna take a little bit back and not put as more than I have to into the system. I'm not gonna give you these free dollars. I'm not gonna go to your park that you're charging me to get into when parks should be free. If it's a toll road or something, you know what? I'll go around.
Can't believe they be charging for parks, bro. I'm like,
I'll go around.
Really charging me for a park, bro? Like,
public space.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
I'll just get ready 15 minutes earlier
Yep.
to go around.
Yep. Because you're not gonna get this 50 cent from me every day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Miami has it now. Well, Miami been had this, but like several cities have it now. With the freaking, they have like a VIP lane, bro, on the highway.
Yeah. I saw that last time I was down there.
You're gonna shorten the regular lanes that we have. We had 5. You're gonna shorten to 4, and then add
make one
extra lane over there, so you can have 2 lanes over there. So you could charge niggas to go on that far left lane, and you got these little barriers there. Right, so they can go there and fly, no traffic, no nothing. But all you're doing is adding another bill to a household, right? You're increasing the burden for those people that's stuck in a 4-lane one because they can't afford this monthly fucking membership plan to what you got with these freaking things on the other side.
Much more traffic,
right? Causing way more traffic for the people that can't afford that joint, and these people fly. So again, this is just like another this kind of thing that can happen with the internet too, by the way. This is a whole nother time. I'm not gonna get into that, but like they could start, they tried to do this, right? To start metering the internet where you have to pay more for a higher bandwidth of internet than the regular population can have.
Yeah. That's being done with cellular services too. They've been doing that for a minute. Like T-Mobile was doing that for.
But no, we're talking about like the general internet, like the general, that big internet. They're trying to. Yeah. The last thing I'll say about this is like the biggest chunk of these taxes comes from Social Security, right?
Yes.
And
yes. Look at my check. I can see that. I can see that.
I don't understand how people are saying. So this is another thing. This is like the global society building agreement that we've made, is that people that are currently working are gonna pay for the people that are at the end of their career, right? Are the end of the working age, right? This is what Social Security is supposed to go to, right? Yes. In the past, when we weren't working, we were kids, you know what I mean? We weren't, you know what I mean? Maybe we were in a household, or maybe you're in a family that gets government assistance for something, right? But you weren't necessarily providing as much in terms of wages to pay the taxes to society for you to get that. Okay, so you have your Social Security benefits, all different kind of ways that it comes. People in the past paid when they were, they paid into Social Security, right? And now they're the ones that are old, and now they need this. So it's a thing that we do for the future, for the past, for the generation that came before us, and it's supposed to happen for us with the generation that comes after us. These kids that are in college now, these kids that are in high school now, when we get old and the system that we contributed to, it should be there and waiting for us to reap the benefits from our waiting. Now, they've done some funny business with the Social Security reporting numbers to make it sound like Social Security is going to be insolvent at some point. It's not. There should be some changes that's done, but it's not going to be insolvent in the next 15 years or 30 years. Like the math, because the thing is about how much money are, how inflation. There's a lot of factors. Inflation, how much people are actually making in terms of basically how much we're making as a country in terms of GDP. You know what I mean? What's the production value, the production that it is added to industry over time, and it might change because we were better at producing and manufacturing things, let's say in the 70s and 80s, right? But right now we're more of a service driven kind of thing. But like how our salaries do it. So there's a bunch of factors that go into how much we're contributing currently into this future, into the pot, and how much people that's coming after us will be contributing to our pot when we get old, right? So granted, there may need to be some changes, but ain't no way you can tell me Social Security is insolvent. It's going to be insolvent anytime in my lifetime when I see how much money they take from my goddamn paycheck. Bullshit.
That's a fact.
Bullshit.
It take a lot of because when I look at that, it's like, come on, man.
and we should have caught up because a lot of these motherfuckers died. A lot of these motherfuckers died through COVID. Okay.
Yeah.
So we should be catching up.
Fair point.
And it wasn't a lot of young people.
Yep.
It wasn't the majority wasn't young people. Like a lot of young people died, but the majority was not young people. Yep. So that means young people are still out here in this population, making bread, contributing to that Social Security, and there's less. Just the math, there's just less old people around. So there's less people collecting
makes sense.
that Social Security. Yeah. So I'm just saying, I ain't really trying to hear that joint about this. So that shit better be around. Our money I put into it, that shit better be around and ready to pay your boy what I earn. Cause I'm gonna come collecting. I know damn well I'm finna come collecting.
Especially over all these years, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking like,
Boy,
yo, I need this paper.
my
I need it.
65th birthday? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hello.
I need it.
Yo,
For
holla
sure.
at your boy. Remember that snack you took out my fridge, bro?
Yep.
I came back for a whole
For
pizza.
real. That's a
I
fact.
came back for a whole plate.
That's a
Crazy.
fact.